Hello, everybody. So yesterday, excuse me, I showed that I got this set in, and I did some of the colors together, and I didn't really get into the dyes, and I started to, and then I thought, well, no, maybe I'll wait and I'll do a video, and we'll just run these through and see what they look like and all of that. So I'm just gonna get this, and I think I'm gonna get some black. Um, that's all gray. I'm looking for black. That's navy. That'll work. It's dark enough, right? It will work. So well, let me get the dyes first because I don't know. They look like they're going to be small. See, I started to open it and I thought, no, let me do a video so everybody can see what the set looks like. Yeah, they're pretty small. So it's a little over 2.5 inches wide. And let's see how long. About 2.25 inches long. That's the big one. Okay, let's run it through. So what we want to do is run the two through together. So that we get the outline and then the oh darn, I know the word I'm looking for. Fantasy film will just be cut out in the large one. Let me grab my tape here. So I'm taping it where it's not in the die cut so that it doesn't mess up my paper inside there. Because when I go to take that tape off, it could very possibly mess that up. Very nice. And if you put the film behind it, see with this, I would need to use one of these longer ones right in there, and it would go in. Shall I do it? Let me show you how this is going to work. So now what I read was you can put it through the marquee, but you want to put paper in, and it just fits on there. Just. So I'm going to get this piece of tape and I'm going to put it. I'm not worried about it sticking to the film. I don't think it's going to rip that, so I think that's all right. I'm a little bit short down here. Let me see if I can bring this up a little bit to cover that. All right, let's hope this works. And I need some paper back behind it. No, that's not paper, that's adhesive. Let me just cut another piece of this. That's what they recommend for the marquee. That's what everybody's been telling me anyway, so we'll see how this works. Okay, it sounded like it cut it. So it just goes on like that. So let me, whoops. Go ahead and let's get this glued, and I'm gonna use my tacky glue. And I'm gonna put the glue on the dragonfly itself. I'm gonna go easy with the glue because I'm a little concerned about it squishing out onto the film. It's gonna, I know it's going to, but so you see, I didn't need to do the whole body in the film, just the part that the film's gonna show through, right? So I only needed the top. Okay, that's the big one, and we also have a small one. Should I do that one also? Or move on to the next? That's the question. Yeah, we can always come back to the small. Let's go ahead and, if we have the time, I don't want this video to be too long. So we'll do, I can always come back and do the small one. Although I love it. Come on, going back in there. There you go. Okay, so let's go to the flowers. These Crafters Companion ones, they never open nicely. They never open nicely. I guess they do sometimes, I can't really say that, but most of the time I'm cutting them. So this flower is, I don't think, gonna fit even on those bigger strips. So I think with the flower, I'll do the small one. That's what we'll do. If I can do the big one and cover it, then we'll do that. If I can't, then we'll do the small one. This is gonna take a tiny piece of paper. And just figure I might as well use what I have already made up from the video yesterday. So, get my flower in. Trying to get it as centered as possible, but it looks like that might be a hard one to get just right. Unless I want to sit here for a long time. I'm sure you don't want to wait for me to sit here trying to get it perfect. Now remember, this is the smaller flower. So here we go. That's a cute flower. Okay. And then with the paper, let's see what we've got. All right, that'll work. So it's not going to have the blue on the whole thing, but we're okay with that, right? Get my tape. Guess what I didn't do? I didn't put in the paper. So it's making noise. Let's see if it cut without the paper. I didn't mean not to put it in, it just didn't. It didn't cut all the way through. It almost did. We might be able to pull it out. Yeah. I think so. So if you want to use it with the marquee, definitely put the paper in. See that spot right there where I pulled? I'm just going to give that a little snip. I don't know if there's a way it goes that it'll be perfect. There should be. What if I got this? Did I cut it this way? Isn't that odd? So did I somehow stretch it out? That's got to be the right one there because it does fit the best. No? Wow, it's bigger. That doesn't make sense. Well, all I can say is let's glue it down and trim it out later after it's dried. I don't know. Now for this little flower. Let's put a little blue glitter drop. In the center. There we go. And then when that dries, I can just trim it a little bit. It's just got like a little tiny bit that needs to be fixed. They are so pretty. My goodness, I can't believe how pretty they all are. Trying to find a sticky spot on here. Okay. Okay, we have the other flower, but first let's do these others. The butterfly. Oh, I didn't measure the flower, did I? Here, let me measure the butterfly. Okay, the outline on the big butterfly. So it's a little over 2.5 inches wide, just a touch over. And then height-wise, it's just between between 1 3/4 and 2 inches height-wise. Now let me see if this is gonna fit. No. Will it fit here? No. Nope. And nope. So I gotta do a small butterfly also. Do you want the measurements of that? So the butterfly, a little over 1.5 tall and 2 1/4 wide. Okay, so first I'm gonna cut it out with paper. Boy, I got myself all cramped in here. I need the butterfly too. What am I doing? You don't have to use their dies. You can use any dies you want to. I just want to show you the set. Mm. When they get really tweaked, these folders, sometimes you just got to give them extra shove to get them in. You know, I don't even know if I have a piece big enough for the little one, because it's got to have the thing all over. Oh, just. So let me get my tape. That's not going to be good. Okay, so put the paper back behind it. Hope that didn't slip. And you really don't need all of this stuff here, but you do need the whole the whole wings. So, and see, it fits better. So maybe it did stretch it out when I hold it. Still a little, that doesn't make sense. Okay, glue. I'm not worried about the inside of the wings. I don't know why it comes out a little bit bigger. But if I adjust it to fit at the top, then it's a little big at the bottom. If I adjust it to fit at the bottom, there's that. I'm wondering if they all need some Nuvo drops in them. On the bodies and stuff. Probably not. I guess it depends how you want them to look. Okay, so let's put the butterflies away. Now the fairy. So with the fairy, we only get the one size. So she's a good sized little fairy. Width, she goes from 8 to 11. So she's 3 inches wide. Height, we're going 1, 2, 3, almost 3 1/4 height-wise. So now, let me get my paper. So remember, we're going to cut this body out. But we only need the film over the wing. And this is the thing. I'm going to forget to put the wing in. And I'm going to have a solid thing and go, well, how is this supposed to work? Okay, we got to get the wing in. I got it at an angle where I can't really see what I'm doing. Okay. It shifted. All right, let's try it. So, there she is. And you can see I kind of made that real thin on that end. So, with this, I just need the wing. Don't have the whole thing in. All right, that's gonna be real close. Let me get some paper. Oh, maybe what's happening is when I'm die cutting it, any of those wrinkles that happened from being ironed are being flattened out. And that's why it's coming out a little bit larger. That would explain quite a bit, wouldn't it? I would think that that could explain it. Oh my goodness. Is that gorgeous? Oh, that's beautiful. Oh, I'm sorry. I don't mean to be making weird noises like that, but it's so pretty. The glue came out, but when I used it with the kit and the glue came forward after the glue dried, you couldn't see it. Now that one fit real nice. Really nice. I love that. You know who else is gonna love that? My granddaughter. She is gonna love seeing the wing. Look at that. I love it. Love, 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 love. Okay, so I mean, this is just amazing. So the other big ones I really can't get in, but I didn't get to this flower, so we're gonna check this flower out real quick. Please. I was hoping it wasn't gonna do that. I hate it because it makes it seem so ugly. The packages, they just don't fold back as nice when you do that. Okay, let's check the big one. So just a little over 2 inches. So actually by the time it cuts, it's probably right about 2 inches. A little bit over. And then one, and the same height wise. None of these. I don't think they're gonna fit. None of them are big enough for the big one. That's too bad. We will have to do the small one. So what's good about these is that they look the same. It's just larger. So let's check the size of the small one. It is almost 1 3/4. It's between 3/4 and a half. And of course the same height wise. Okay, let's get the paper that we need. If I had thought about it when I made these yesterday, I would have just made them bigger. But, you know. Okay, that definitely had a way to go. Because it certainly didn't. I think I could do this all day. Play with this fantasy film. I just love it so much. And the blue that I thought was so overpowering, when you stick it inside something, it doesn't look so overpowering. What did I do with the little fairy? Look at how I'm mistreating her. It still is very blue looking, but it's just doesn't. It just has a blue look. So there's our outline. Is this the color we want to do? We want to go with like this color now. How about this color? It might not fit. There we go. Oh, no, that didn't work. Gotta have that paper back behind there, or it's not gonna cut through. It almost did, but just not quite. That didn't sound like it cut. It did. It sure didn't sound like it, but it did. Not fitting perfect. Let's try other ways. That's way off. That's way off. There we go. See, that glue got stubborn for a second. It's a lot of glue. Now I was sure I had left that the same. There we go. That's got a bunch of glue on it. And that needs a new drop. And I don't know why I put it back in the drawer. This is one of the flowers, and this is the other flower. So they're pretty close. It's just how the leaves end that kind of, this one's rounded, this one's pointed. There's the dragonfly. Absolutely love the dragonfly. And the fairy, and you know, just, I don't know why, whatever, but I am not a fairy person. It's just not my thing. I'm just not a fairy person. Not a mermaid person either, but more into the mermaids than the fairies. And this little thing's beautiful, though. I love this. And then the butterfly. And, okay, see how that looks yellow and orangey right now? Pink. And like orangey, right? Isn't that weird? Different color backgrounds give it a different look. So, anyways, there we go. I am so happy with this set. And I, of course, have to thank my friend Dieta for letting me know that it was still available on HSN. I could have swore they had said that it had sold out. It seems to me that I kind of remember that. Like thinking, what would I want that for? I got all this mixed media stuff. Why would I want that? And then I thought, well, it's sold out, and thought, well, then, see, I wasn't supposed to have it anyways. So, so I was surprised that they had it. And I wouldn't have known, and I wouldn't even have checked if she hadn't have told me. So, thank you very much for that. And I just love this. And I was telling somebody yesterday, oh, what this is going to do to the Valentine's Day cards. Oh, my goodness. So, there we go. All right. If you like my videos, please hit the like and subscribe button. Thank you for joining me, and I hope you join me again. Bye-bye now.